Hello everybody, today's day 12. I'm really happy about yesterday's vlog. There was a lot of feedback, a lot of great feedback actually, concerning jihad and Muslims in the military. And one thing that I was really grateful was that I got from the source, which is other Muslims, what jihad truly means. And it's nothing like CNN and Fox portrays it, or any other news channel, which is where many Americans, including myself at the time, would get their information, is from the media, the newspapers, which is all biased and all overjuiced and over just exaggerated to the point where, of course, you're going to choose one side over the other. So, it's coming very clear to me that in a society where they say they want to protect you, in a society where they say they want to keep you from harm or educate you and enlighten you, in reality they're just throwing dirt over wounds, and they're just making matters worse because they're creating ignorance upon a society. They're creating this big phenomenon called Islamophobia, which I don't know if many of you heard of, but it's spreading worldwide. But regardless of the spreading of worldwide Islamophobia, many people are still converting to the religion, which, I mean, hey, if that's what you believe in, that's great. I personally don't believe in it. Me as a Christian, I'm supposed to go ahead and spit the word, the gospel to you. But like I said, I'm not here to pressure or force my religion on you. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested, hey, you know where to find me, and I will gladly speak upon what I believe in. That being said, I want to just touch up on one topic that has, throughout the days of time, or high school days, or whatever, one thing that people always go ahead and rub in your face, but still do on a daily basis, is judge. And I know there are several different types of judging, but people that are hypocrites that like to go ahead and say, don't judge, they just view it as one form of judging, and that's just to completely judge just the entirety of the person. Judging is also known as ruling, governing, guessing, thinking, opinionating, discerning even. It could be judging people by their opinions, judging people, estimating people by strength. It's just different things. And then it gets to deep situations like accusing and criticizing as a form of judgment. And what I want to say is that, yeah, you can see me on here saying one thing, I could be doing another. You can see me on Facebook, being holy, holy, holy. In real life, I could be like doing drugs, drinking, smoking, doing all that, which I don't, by the way. But I'm saying, or I could be totally opposite on here. I could be like, I'm a Satan worshiper, but in real life, I'm praying in my room 5 times a day, sincerely, with a good, clean heart, to my God. In reality, people judge what they don't know. People judge without material. People, accuse and criticize, when in reality they need to look in a mirror and focus on what they or what others are judging upon them. Sometimes, yeah, it's true, when someone is judging, you need to do a little 1, 2, 3 and check up on yourself. There's an old saying, check it before you wreck it. It's true. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. With that being said, even when someone says something, the words and the depth of what someone says might not necessarily be what they actually meant. Other than that, I just wanted to go on a lighter note and give my testimony as to why I became a Christian. I grew up in church. I was born in the church. I grew up in church, but I never had the church inside me. what that basically means is, yeah, you know, I was surrounded by holy people, a clergy of Christ worshipers, but I mean, in the church that I grew up in behind doors where we'd have Sunday services, I would be making out with a guy, or I would be making out with a girl, or I would, you know, be talking dirty, nasty subjects, or we'd be talking about, you know, who's more gangster, or, you know, who's done more things, and just unholy, unrighteous things. And when I was in I believe it was the 9th or 10th grade, when I went to this one church, I walked in and I felt the presence of God there, and I was able to immediately know the difference of being raised in a church and walking for the first time into a church that held truth. Now, I'm not saying that the church that I grew up in didn't hold truth. What I'm saying was, you know, I wasn't forced upon being a Christian. Yes, I was brought to the church, brought to the services in hope that I would soak in what I did learn, which, hey, I did learn many things. Many things that I do know now are from when I grew up. But as for being religious or having a relationship with God, that was not my intentions at all. In this new church, you know, I learned many ordeals. I sacrificed so many hours in the church. I would wake up, you know, I'd have to go to school at 5 o'clock in the morning, or wake up for school at 5 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours before that, I would have been in church praying at 3 a.m. Go to school, right after school, go to whatever practice it was, whether it be praise and worship, drama team, my music ministry, whatever it was, to be home by 11, to get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep, because I had to do homework and stuff, and then do it all over again starting like around 3 o'clock. You know, with a true relationship or a true walk in your religion, you have to put in sacrifice. With sacrifice, there's going to be lots of judgment, because it seems like eyes are always pointed at you when you're slipping up or when you're doing something wrong. During those times, that's when Satan's whispering, or Satan's, you know, putting accusations in someone else's mind, and unfortunately, you're branded as a sinner, you're branded as a hypocrite in that other person's mind, and it's going to take a heck of a lot for you to change that person's mind. But honestly, with that being said, I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm not here to try to bribe you or negotiate or say, hey, look at me, I'm a good, devout Christian. You know, I've had accusations, why am I even a Christian, or why am I questioning my faith, or why am I even bothering doing this? I do this because I don't want to be brainwashed. I do this because I don't want to be ignorant and only depend on CNN and only depend on Fox News. You can judge me for that. Awesome. I get judged every day. I judge people on a daily basis. Not in that depth, but obviously you do to me or anyone else that I know. You know, I do this because I'd rather be enlightened of a fellow person, a fellow human being that, you know, knows of that follows a different religion. You know, this of me studying Islam is only a 30-day journey, so I want to soak in as much as I can, so that way when I do meet another fellow brother or sister, you know what I'm saying, I'm not ignorant or I'm not disrespectful into what they believe in, or I don't slip up and say something, you know, rude or anything like that, whether it might not even to me be anything rude, but, you know, words are taken in different contexts with different cultures and religions. And, you know, with that being said, I just feel like I had to go ahead and say my little testimony. I had to feel like I had to go ahead and say, you know, that, you know, judge me all you want, but in the end, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? When I was locked in a cabin for 3 days during an encounter, is what we call it, my encounter, and, you know, after those 3 days, I was baptized and made my commitment to God. as a Christian, I know that my life would never be the same. You know, whether I'm strong in my walk or I'm weak in my walk, this is what I do. This is who I am. You know, people say, oh, you shouldn't make your religion your life. But in reality, your daily values, the way you bring up your children, the way your family brings you up, even culture is all about religion, whether they realize it or not. Wars are being claimed because of religion. You know, obviously society targets religion because Muslims walk down the street, rabbis walk down the street, what are they called, Quakers, or just Jews that have the little curlies, which I think is cute. They have little curlies with the little thing. Are those Quakers, rabbis, Quakers? I'm not sure who they are, but you know, they're being judged every day just by their appearance, not because of the way that they live their life, not because of how pure they are, or how holy they are, or how much they pray, or how sincere the prayer is, but by the way that they look. God forbid I have some ding-dong dollar store glasses with a hot, bright pink freaking hat, some goofed up teeth, freckles, ratty-tatty clothes. You're going to think, yo, that person's a crazy bum. But in reality, I could be the most holiest person in the world. That's unfortunate with judging. That's unfortunate whether you're a Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Buddhist, Hindu, Jewish, any type of religion. I just think that we all need to stop with the whole judging in this sort of matter. You know, if you're so high and mighty, awesome, cast the first stone. But before you cast that stone, you better make sure that you don't break. Because I'm pretty sure if I throw something at you, you're going to break. You're going to bruise. Just like you throw something at me. You're not impenetrable. You're not freaking bionic steel. You know, there's only one God. There's only, you know, with Christians, there's only one Jesus. There's only one Holy Spirit. But when it all comes down to it, there's only one God. And I can only pray that if you're judging me on this video right now, that God has mercy on you, because I know I surely didn't do anything to disrespect you or offend you or bring you down from your religion or the way you live, and I don't sit there and eagle eye you waiting for you to slip up. So with that being said, on a lighter note, God bless you. I love you guys. Make duas for me as I make duas for you, which if you don't know what a dua is, my fellow Christians, it's on prayers. You know, keep me in your prayers. Let God know that this is something I need help, need strength with. And hopefully you guys will tune in tomorrow, as I have lots of topics that I do want to talk about. So with that being said, good night, world. And 1:14 in the morning. It's probably like good morning for most of you guys. So talk to you guys later. Bye.